Hey y'all, I decided to make this quick little easy Memorial Day dessert, and honestly you can make it anytime. It doesn't have to be Memorial Day, and you can use whatever flavors you want to. Let's see, first thing I want to do though is mix up some vanilla pudding and let that be thickening, and it's this instant vanilla pudding, and it's a big box, and y'all know I'll put all these ingredients under the title on Facebook and in the description box on YouTube. So let's get this going. I think it calls for 3 cups of milk. I think on this, let me get my cup back here, my cup measurer, and we'll let this be thickening, and then we'll finish on with this cake. And a lot of you have probably already made this cake many times before. I make mini poke cakes, and this is a poke cake, so that's one. And I'm going to be adding stuff to this vanilla pudding. So instead of 3 cups of milk for pudding, I'm going to put about 2 and maybe ½ cups of milk. So it'll be just a little bit thicker because I'm going to add a few things in there. Put my milk up, guys. I'm getting this done because we're about to go get the grandbabies, and we're going to see a movie, a Disney film, and come back here for the evening, and they're going to spend the night, and then we're going to celebrate Memorial Day tomorrow and fry fish. I just wanted to get this on here to y'all so y'all will still have time to go make this cake if you want to. Alright, now just whisk that around just for a minute, and it needs to sit for about 5 minutes, but it usually gets thick before 5 minutes, guys. It usually does. So we're going to put this to the side. I'm going to show y'all a couple of things I've done. I've pre-made some vanilla cakes. You can use a white cake mix. I didn't have one here. I just had all this other stuff here, so I said I used a yellow cake mix. But I want to poke holes with the end of a wooden, this is a spatula, but a wooden spoon, or if you don't have that, you can use a toothpick, but I like these big holes poked in it. And I try not to go all the way to the bottom of the cake. Just push till you feel some tension. Y'all get it. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes, you do. And I've got this pretty cake pan that I'm going to place one on. And y'all know how I make my cakes. I add 1 extra egg. This time I did not, though. I didn't have 1 extra egg down in here, but I did add a teaspoon of vanilla, and I used milk instead of water to add to it. And of course I put the oil. This one called for oil and not butter. Okay, I've got that one poked. I'm going to poke this one, and then we're going to mix up what we're going to do and make this so pretty. Yes. I feel like I'm running wide open. I had to take John to go get a truck last night that we've had in the shop, and he's been stressed about. Well, then my daughter-in-law called and said my son had gone to the emergency room. He's been having horrible back trouble. And he's on a new job, and so this was Friday, so he thought he had time to go do that. So I met them at the emergency room after I dropped John off to go pick up his truck. And when we got there, his truck had a flat tire. It had a big old screw or bolt in it, so we had to come back. It was just crazy. It was just a crazy night. I think I got home at 1 o'clock this morning, and we're back up, and we got to get this cake done, because when I get the grandbabies, I'm all about my grandbabies. Yes, I am. Alright, guys, you see our pudding is already thickened just that quickly. Now with this poke cake, you can just put the vanilla pudding, and you can put some red food coloring or some blue food coloring, which reminds me I need another bowl. And let me see if I can find another bowl. Yes. Here we go. Anyway, you can just color vanilla pudding with red and blue food coloring. Or you can make a red jello and a blue jello that you could put in your poke cake. This is raspberry, and this is berry blue or blueberry. Or you can color some marshmallow cream, which is delicious, or you could color it with jello. But today, y'all know me, we've got to go deep in, and we're going to use all 3. We're going to use the vanilla pudding, and we're going to put in a small container of this marshmallow cream. Yum, right? We might have too much for our cake, but it's okay. It's all right. I just thought we would do all three. Why not? I could not think of a reason why not. No, I couldn't. So let me mix this, and then I'm going to have to separate it, and we're going to color it with our Jello instead of any kind of food color. We're just going to use our Jello, and so it's also going to color it and flavor it, right? I know it's a little much, but why not? Like I say, I can't think of a reason why not. I'm just stirring in this marshmallow cream into this vanilla pudding. Okay, let me try to separate about half of it, half and half. You don't have to be precise here because this is not a precise recipe. It's just fun and it's quick and easy, and we used a box cake, so everything's gonna be wonderful and grand for us, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Here we are. Let's see, let me get my whisk in here and get on that marshmallow cream a little more. Okay, I've got my 2 bowls. I'm going to put raspberry jello. This is just your small little package. I'm going to keep all these out so I can put all the measurements and amounts. I've got to get this rolling so I can get on and get those grandbabies and get to the movies. We're going to see that Disney film, and we rented the entire movie theater, which is not very expensive at all these days. I think just to get you to get back out into the world. And just color it as red as you want to. You don't have to use that entire package. You don't. But I think I will. Why not? I can't think of a reason why not. I know. And you think about this poke cake. I normally do it a 9 by 13, you know, but this time it's just a little special holiday. I thought I'd make it a little more special. Ooh, that smells so good, that raspberry. I also have raspberries and blueberries to match my flavors of Jello. Yes! Yes, yes! I did have to run in the store last night in between the truck place and the hospital and get those raspberries and blueberries to be fresh. So I just washed them in cool water. I didn't have to use that vinegar wash on them. Let me stir this around. Ooh, that smells good too. Look how pretty and blue. Very patriotic. You could do, if you're not red, white, and blue country, you could do red, white, and green for Italy and many other countries. You could do just the blue for Greece. Mexico, you could do red, green, and white. Is it white or yellow? Anyway, you see where I'm going. Y'all see where I'm going, and y'all get it. Blue and red now. Ain't that pretty? Yes. All right, let me move some stuff to the side and get one of our pretty cakes up here. Back on this cake stand. Here we are. And I'm hoping to get this posted, guys, so y'all will still have time to run out and make it for this Memorial Day weekend. But if you don't, this could be good for July the 4th. You know, anytime. Just make it just cause, right? Y'all see what I'm doing? I'm just kind of pouring and letting it go in these big old poke holes. Our poke holes, right? And you know, I said on my slide video, thanks to all the military that's gone ahead of us and made our country. But I also want to thank the active military right now. I sure do. This is graduation time too, and we personally know several young men and women that are dedicating their lives and signing up and going off to boot camp. Some of them are already at boot camp, so I'm still thankful for the ones still that want to serve their country. I thank God for them. I surely do. Yes, I do. Okay, y'all see this first one? And we just kind of move it around and let that go down into the cake a bit. Y'all know that pineapple and cream cheese dip? I thought that would be good in between these 2 layers too, but I gave that to the youth group. But that would be good. One of y'all said, is that enough dip? Well, I went indoors and I made corn dip like I normally make John. I made other stuff too. and took bags of chips, and I took all kinds of stuff to the youth over there. So I hope they're enjoying all of it today. You see our blue layer? It almost looks a greenish, doesn't it? I know. Okay, guys. It's a turquoisey blue, which I really like. Alright, there's our second layer that we've poked all the holes in. And we're going to put our raspberry. And if you don't have Jellos and you still want to do this and you have food coloring, then you can just color your pudding or color your marshmallow cream with food coloring. So don't think you got to run out and get the Jello. I just thought I'd do that for some added little flavors, but honestly, you don't have to do it. Trying to be careful not to just get tons on the outside of the cake, because we're going to ice the cake with our Cool Whip. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Let's see here. He said I can take on a little bit more. Yeah. And if you just have the Jellos, you can just do the Jellos. Remember that. There's many options to a poke cake. And of course, today we're just going all in and doing all three options together. I've told y'all before, I'm my own worst enemy. I know it. I know it. All right, guys. Let's see. Some of that ran of my blue on the bottom. And I'm going to kind of clean that up just a bit, because that Cool Whip, I don't want it to get mixed in with that Cool Whip. Or that whipped topping. You don't have to use Cool Whip, just use a whipped topping. And of course you could do whipped cream, but this is quick and easy, and I've got to run, go get grandbabies. We're making the early matinee to get that theater to ourselves. So I'm using Cool Whip today. Quick and easy Cool Whip. Yes, yes, yes. All right, guys. And y'all know how we like to zhuzh up our Cool Whip. We're going to add a cap full of vanilla extract to make it taste a little more homemade-like. You could use some lemon extract or some almond extract. So remember how you can go any way with that. I probably wouldn't put a whole cap full of almond extract because it's very, very potent. And stir this around in here really nicely. I got 2 big things of this Cool Whip because I wanted to have plenty. Yes, I did. And like I say, that pineapple cream cheese dip I think would be really good on an in-between layer there. Man, do I think that would be really good. Really, really, really good. Just stirring in some more. Cool Whip, you mess with it too much, it just starts deflating, doesn't it? It's basically all it is air, isn't it? I know it. I know it. Get in there and get you some vanilla mixed around. There we go. There we go. All right, let's start icing this cake. One of these days I'll remember to bring my offset spatula down in here. I still haven't, guys. See if I can get one of these spatulas washed. I got one washed. Yes, I do. All right, let's see here. See if I can do this without getting any of my pudding, my colored pudding Jello mixture into the outside. I sure hope so. I hope so. I'm about to get some mixed in. All right, you behave. Behave. Y'all, when I posted something recently, y'all started telling me lots of your plans for the weekend. Some of you said how you're going to see loved ones and put flowers on their grave. That's always a sweet, sweet time. I like doing that myself. I remember doing that with my mother and my aunt, my grandmothers. That's a nice time. It is. It is. Sometimes you just get you a good cry. A good cry while you're there, huh? I know it. Both of my grandfathers served in the military. They sure did. One of them, my papa, my mama's daddy, he would fly planes in his sleep. He would still say that. I think I've told y'all that before. My cousin Michelle and I, we'd be tiptoeing through the hallway at night to go sneak in the kitchen, get us a little snack when we spent the night, and he'd say, "Who is it?" It'd scare us half to death, and then he'd say, "Tell him I got to fly a plane. I'm fighting a war." And we'd say, "Oh, good. He's just talking in his sleep." But bless his heart, sounds like he was still having some horrible dreams, doesn't it? But as a kid, we just didn't realize that. We were just glad he was asleep so we could go get our snack in the kitchen. Okay, y'all. I'm trying to get this real pretty with y'all and hurry up. That's almost impossible, isn't it? That's almost impossible, but not totally. Y'all see how nice this is? And yes, please put this in your refrigerator until time to eat. And I'm going to cover it as well. I've got a cake top from this, and I could have put it in here, but it's just not quite as pretty for our holiday. But here you go. My cake top happens to fit right on top of that. So that's how I store it in my refrigerator. But we got to make it even prettier, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Let me taste this. That's good with that vanilla in there. And I never did taste these. Let's taste these, guys. Yeah. That raspberry's great in that vanilla pudding. Oh, and that marshmallow cream. I thought it might make it a little too sweet, but it isn't. It's wonderful. Let's taste the blueberry. Oh, yes, that is fun. Fun. Let me rinse my hands. And let's see if we can make this cake pretty. We can pretty it up. I'll get my blueberries and my raspberries, and I pre-washed these, guys. I didn't use the vinegar because we're going to eat this soon, so I'm not quite sure what to do here. I'm not quite sure. Let me see if I can clean up a little bit. Because y'all know he has got to go for a photo shoot. Y'all know I got to take pictures to post him. So I'm going to clean him up just a little bit here on the outside. This cake stand has a lip on it, so you can't really place some paper to slip out from under it real easily. But that's okay. I'm usually pretty good at not... If I wasn't going to take pictures of him, I wouldn't get this excess Cool Whip up. But he's got to go for a photo shoot. Yes, he does. All right, now, what shall we do? I don't know. Shall we put some raspberries up top? Raspberries? That's a strange word, isn't it? But it's pretty. It's a pretty strange word. So far, so good. Some of them are firmer than others. I'm going to use the really firm ones. Put one in the middle. Let's see, maybe I'll put a few blueberries around that one in the middle. Yeah, there we go. Let's dot blueberries around the outside too. That's pretty. It's looking very memorial-like, isn't it? Yes, it is. Festive. And I'm going to line the bottom with blueberries and raspberries. I think that would be really pretty. I don't know if I'll have enough, so I'm going to dot them and then I'll fill in the blanks. Y'all know what I mean? Should I make y'all sit on here the whole time, or should I go off from there? Should I go off from there? I know y'all gonna want to see a piece of it cut into, right? I know it. I know. I do too. I do too. I can't wait. I'm going to not cut into it though until tomorrow, but what I promise I'll do is take a picture. I know that all my grandbabies will be here and family, and I'll probably have a baby on my hip as much as I possibly can, so I may not get to film it, but I'll sure take a picture of it cut into, show y'all how pretty it is. Yes, I will. Y'all can imagine it though, right? Yeah, me too. All right, y'all. I'm going to keep on decorating him and snap some pictures of him on the outside. And then I've got to get myself back up to the house and get John. And we've got to go get these grandbabies and get to the movies. Yes, we do. Yep, I got to leave here in just a few minutes. So I'm going to come around here and show y'all this beautiful cake. And y'all see how easy we put that together and how quick, even with my yakking. Even with my yakking, we still put this thing together so easy and quick. So y'all can do the same, and I bet a lot of y'all's got some of these ingredients in your house. Even if you don't have the fresh fruit, you don't have to put the fresh fruit. Just that stuff and cut into it, and it'll be just as pretty and red, white, and blue. So I'm going to go, guys, and I love y'all. And I wish y'all the best. I do. I'll see y'all later.